All right, peace be with you for hearing the word of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahah Kodash. Okay, so I was just gonna make a little lesson here on these 2,000 earthquakes that hit Vancouver, British Columbia, right above Washington State, Oregon State, California, right on top of the San Andreas Fault. Look at this.
Let's take you all the way to Canada, where the country faced a very unusual event recently. 2,000 earthquakes were recorded in a single day. Scientists believe that they hold a grim warning and that the ocean floor is ripping apart and ripping off Canada's coast. Our next report tells you more
Matthew chapter 24. Before he returns, what are you going to see?
There is a rumble in the ocean, and the signs are ominous. A series of earthquakes have jolted Canada.
7.
Scientists believe that this is a sign of something big in the Pacific Ocean.
And there shall be
These
famines and
frequent tremors are
pestilences
exciting for
and
scientists
earthquakes
because
in
they
diverse
might be a sign
places.
of something
Wasn't there
incredible,
pestilences
the birth of new ocean floor.
all throughout the world
Deep
from the
beneath the ocean
C-19
surface,
thing?
molten rock
Isn't
called
there
magma is
famines
constantly
all throughout
on
the
the move.
world?
As
People
the
going
ocean floor
hungry?
stretches
Well,
and
yeah, of
heats,
course.
the pressure
Now,
lessens,
earthquakes in
allowing
diverse
the hot
places.
magma to
They've
rise
been
up
hitting
when it reaches the surface.
all throughout the
The
U.S.
magma
since the
cools
first
and
of this
hardens, forming brand
year.
new pieces of ocean crust.
And
The quakes
not to
aren't any
mention
threat to people. They're
volcanoes in
relatively
Iceland
small and centered on a spot
erupted
called the
3
Endeavour
times
Site,
already in the last
about
4 months. The
240
volcano in
kilometers off the
Iceland.
coast of Vancouver Island.
This could be the year
By
of
studying
Yahweh
these
Shai's
quakes and the
return.
ocean floor, researchers hope to
It
get new
actually,
insights about how the
talks
ocean floor
about-
creates new crust.
It actually
it's like
talks
listening to the
about
whispers of
the eclipse kind of. Hold on, let me get a video on the eclipse. Here we go. Ta-da! How about this one?
You're not crazy.
Oh hell! And of
You
course we have to
can
see
smell
the
through
abomination of Esau Edom's
Is the
promotion.
internet signal any better now?
His
Why
dirty
did we get internet
swine,
from the cell phone company?
flesh-eating self. But
News
anyways,
coming out about this
Look at
total
this.
eclipse arriving across North America
April 8th,
on
this is
April
gonna take
8th,
place.
2024 is just getting weirder and weirder. Now, as I stated in my
why is it
previous
an
video
X?
covering this
It's an
topic,
X.
total
Let's
eclipses
get a scripture.
themselves are not so
Luke
rare.
chapter
They happen
21 and
every
verse
2 years
25.
at any one given
And it
spot.
reads.
But this
Oh,
total
hold on.
eclipse occurring on April 8th,
Bear with me
2024
1 second.
happens to be an
Luke
ultra
21
rare
and
event
25.
because it will intersect
And there shall be
with
signs in the
another
sun and in the
total eclipse
moon
that happened back
and in the stars and
2017,
upon the earth,
forming a
distress
giant
of
black
nations
X
with
on one
perplexity.
singular spot.
Okay, that's
That
confusion.
one singular spot
The
located
sea
in the United States,
and the waves
Illinois, in
warring.
an area
Oh my
known as
goodness,
Carbondale,
man.
which is also known
Signs
as
in the sun
Little
and in the
Egypt.
moon, Luke
Two
21 and
total
25, Luke
eclipses
21 and
merging, forming
26.
an X on
Men's
one
heart
singular spot, like
felling
I said,
them
is
for
an ultra
fear
rare event.
and for looking
Last time
after
something
those
like this
things which are
happened
coming
was back in
on
the
the
early
earth,
1800s,
for the
but
powers of
ultimately,
heaven
this
shall be
happens
shaken.
every 300 to 400 years.
Thermonuclear
Even
destruction.
though this
Hey,
is an
with what
ultra-rare
happened in
event, this
Russia,
total
the
eclipse
massacre at
happens to be
the theater.
first of its kind.
You remember
That
what
is because
happened
as you're
when
looking up,
the
as
massacre
you're
in
observing
Israel
the
happened?
total
That guy
eclipse,
went crazy on
you
a
will
genocide
also
of the
be able to
Palestinians,
observe
right?
another
So
rare event.
World War III, right at the
Another
brink.
rare
This guy could go on a
celestial
massive
event in the
genocide
form
in
of the
Ukraine.
devil's comet.
Okay,
This
NATO is
ominously
back,
named
or the
comet
U.S.
is due
NATO
to
is
the
backed
fact
by
that
the
it
U.S.
appears to look like it has two
This could be the
horns
year.
due
This
to its
could be
two
the year.
tails. Now, while they state that this comet will be closest to the Earth on April 21st, it will actually be closest to the Sun on April 8th. So you'll be able to see this comet called the Devil's Comet
Okay,
trail across
I got the Apocrypha.
sun
If y'all don't know what that
as
is,
you're looking at this
KingJamesBible.org.
ultra-rare
The
total
Apocrypha.
eclipse. Now, along the path of
Ecclesiasticus,
totality that this total eclipse
chapter
is going to
43.
take across the United States,
verse 6.
We have meteorologists
He made the moon
reporting
also
a
to serve
very
in her
unique
season
and
for a
rare
declaration
weather
of times
event
and a
occurring
sign of the world.
along the same path of totality.
From the
There
moon
a
is the sign
bizarre
of feast.
and notable
Oh, and by the
severe
way,
storm
I
in recent
am doing my
memory taking
Passover.
place
It started
along
on
the
Saturday
same
evening
path
on until
and
next
along
Saturday
the
evening.
same distance.
And I'm not
Rushing
eating any
from Texas to
leavened
the
bread.
northeast,
Nothing with
making
yeast,
its
nothing with
way
flour,
along
wheat,
the
cornstarch,
new Madrid
etc.
Fault line. Over 16,000
You know, and I'm basically
individual
cleansing my
lightning
temple
bolts
to the best of my ability.
over 1,200 miles.
And
now, there are
at the
people
same
that are
time,
saying
you know,
this is a common occurrence
this is
for
more
them
than that.
and where they live.
It's about the Lord
Me
passing
personally,
over
I've never
Egypt,
seen something
ancient
like this
Egypt,
before,
and
such a
slaughtering the
severe
firstborn of
storm
Egypt.
stretching
And you
over
don't,
1,200 miles,
you want the Lord to
following
pass over
the
you. You
same
don't want the
path
Lord
of a
to
total
not
eclipse. Like
pass
I
over
said,
you.
we also
Because if he
have
does,
the
then he's going to
weather
smite
people
you like
finding
he's
this
going to
weird
smite the
and
firstborn,
bizarre.
or like
There
he
are
smote
also
the firstborn
people that
of
are saying
ancient
that
Egypt.
nothing's
And
going
the
to
same
happen.
applies
This is
today.
just another
Because we're in
scare
captivity and
tactic
we're at the end of
for
it.
fear mongering.
So watch
the
out.
total eclipse is going to come
Like
and
this
go,
thing
and that
is really
will
going to
be
happen.
That very well may be
So,
the case. But
Ecclesiastes
as I
43 and
stated in
7,
my last two videos,
from the moon
talking about
is the
this
sign
topic,
of
this
feast,
unique total
a light
eclipse that forms this
decreaseth
as I
in
said
her
previously,
perfection.
something like this happened once before
Yes.
in the early 1800s.
So yeah, every new
What
moon is a
followed
Sabbath
after
day.
this X on this new
You
Madrid
know,
fault
going to get
line
in the
in
habit
early
of not buying,
1800s
selling,
was a series
working.
of horrible earthquakes.
But you know,
only a couple months
the Lord's
later.
elect are in the grace
So
period right
horrific
now.
that
Doesn't
they
mean
are
you have a
still
license to
in the
sin,
top three
but
of the
you
United
know,
States
things
worst
are
earthquakes of
happening.
all time. While this
You
total
should be
eclipse may
excited.
just come and
Do
go,
not fall
and
in
nothing
love
but
with
a
this
mere light
place.
show in the
That's
sky
like
will just
falling in
occur.
love with an old
We
woman
do
that's
have
about to
historical
die and
proof
drop
that
dead.
there was disaster
So,
that had taken
you know,
place after
peep
this
this
total eclipse
video
occurred.
if you
This
want
very
to.
unique total
I got
eclipse
the
occurred.
article
Now, these series
on
amassed a
the 2000 earthquakes. This was by WION on March 22nd, 2024. Nearly 2,000 earthquakes shake Canada, Vancouver Island in one day. Okay, and they say there's nothing to worry about, but it's right near the San Andreas Fault. Could the big one happen soon? Okay, with that, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahah Wadash. Amen. Until next time, Shalom. Peace be with you for hearing the word of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai.